Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming my February favorites. I don't think I have too much, but I always say that and then it takes forever. So let's get started. I'm going to start with skincare. This is the Clean and Clear Daily Pore Cleanser and I am in love. I talked about it in the What I Bought in January video and I stumbled across it because of Paula's Choice, the like Beautypedia or something like that she has on that website. And it's amazing. It takes off my eye makeup. It's like $5 or less, and I don't think I'll be going back to any high-end cleansers. Like I have my Peter Thomas Roth anti-aging, which is very good, but it's $35. So for this, I could get 7 of these for one of those. So I will not be purchasing that again. Clean and Clear all the way. And then another product from Clean and Clear is the Advantage Oil Absorbing Treatment. Again, stumbled on it because of Paula's Choice, the other side of her website. And I really like it. I've been putting it on every day. I put it on, it's the first thing that I put on after washing my face. And it helps control oil, but it also has salicylic acid in it. So it's going to help treat any blemishes or breakouts that you're having. And I really like it. I can wear it. I've tried it without anything else, like no primer, no moisturizer, and it looks good and it helps control oil. Usually I do wear it underneath a moisturizer or primer or sometimes both. It's really quick drying and thin, so it doesn't like add another layer, which is always a worry when you're using a treatment during the day. Well, at least for me, it's a worry. Again, for skincare, and Clean and Clear really like knocked it out the park for me. And I'm so happy with the products I got. This is the Persigel 10. It's just 10% benzoyl peroxide. Now, what I've read is it doesn't really matter. Like, you could do 10% or 5% and you're going to get the same benefits. I only got this because of Paula's Choice. And this was the only one that was available, the 10% kind. I don't even know if they make 5%. It is strong. I don't recommend putting it all over your face. I only put it on, like, spots. Because, like right down here, like you can kind of tell like this darkness right here, that's from dryness. I have super oily skin, but when I over-treat my skin, I get super dry patches right there. And then right here is a dry patch, you can kind of see it, that just, it like stained my skin. The dryness, like the flaky skin went away, but that little like patch never went away. So kind of annoying, but it does really work on acne. So totally recommend it. And again, it was like $5 or less. Now, for something that's definitely not in that price range, and you could get a million of the first 3 that I told you about for one of these, it's the Sunday Riley Good Genes treatment. I got this in gratis. I work at Sephora, and I honestly never would have purchased this for myself because when it comes to skincare, well, for me, like I never really know. I don't usually trust, you know, oh, everyone, like no offense, but everyone like dies over Lancome Visionaire. I've tried a sample of it. Now, skincare generally takes some time for your skin to actually show a difference, but I'm like a really like demanding person when it comes to skincare, and I kind of want to see results. Like all of those Clean and Clear products, I see results immediately. They do what they say they're going to do. So when a product doesn't live up to it right away, I'm really judgmental about it. I know it's silly because treatments are supposed to take longer, but that's just my thing personally. The Sunday Riley Good Genes treatment. Now, I tried it. I was super skeptical. I didn't think it was going to do anything. I woke up the next morning and I was so surprised, happily surprised, because I have like right here especially, you can kind of see like kind of blends in with my contour, but there is like a pretty sizable scar there. In the last like month or 2, I really like messed my skin up, and other spots on my face. It's worked so quickly on my skin. It has lactic acid in it, so it really helps kind of like eat away the dead skin, and it does, on me at least, it burns a tiny bit. It's not unbearable. That sounds like it's really bad. It's not bad. It has like a light tingling. It's kind of like when you put, have you ever tried lip venom or Sexy Mother Pucker? Those like really stinky lip glosses, or the Too Faced lip injection. Those to me were pretty intense, but it's kind of like that but all over your face. That doesn't sound pleasant. It really, really, really works. I recommend going to Sephora and getting a sample. And I wouldn't use it every single day. I was using it the first few days. I used it every day and it was too much on my skin. I could feel it getting really dry. So I use it maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. I used it last night, so I'm not going to use it again tonight, even though I kind of want to. Kind of do, just because I really have some scarring. But yeah, get a sample, try it. It should be enough to do it like 2 to 3 times that week. And if you don't see a difference, then no loss. But if you do, it might be worth the price tag of like $105. Oh my god. I can't even believe that I'm telling someone to spend that kind of money. But I am, like, I'm down to here. I mean, that's nothing. I would seriously consider buying this, like, with my own money, which is huge for me. I don't, hello, I'm like obsessing over this Clean and Clear. So that's a big deal. I know it's crazy, but, and I feel like I just took like 10 minutes to talk about it. Sorry, but I'm really into it. Okay, I guess I'll continue with like skin and stuff, and then my makeup will go last. I never do it that way, I don't think. This is kind of a weird one. I had an allergic reaction the day after Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's what love does to me. So the 15th, I woke up with a severe rash on my legs. It happened to me once before in my life in like September. It was really, really, really bad. I took to the emergency room last time. This time I didn't go because I had medicine left over, but it was awful. I had hives. Yeah?
Hi.
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 You interrupted my video. It's okay, it's okay. I already have to edit it out. It's okay. It's okay.
The thing smells good. It's strong.
It smells like tea.
I like that.
There's so much I have in my room and it's like, keep on moving it. Do you want, I have a pumpkin muffin. Do you want it? Do you like pumpkin? No? Alright. Hey. Alright, sorry about that. So, I had this intense, allergic reaction to I don't know what. The doctor last time said it was basically impossible to find out, so I just have to know that I'm allergic to something out there. So I used a topical steroid. Ow. Not really ow, but it's intense. But it dries it all up. But it itched like crazy. So I got the Cortisone 10 quick shot 360 degree continuous spray. This stuff is very good. You can use it upside down like it suggests, or on the side. It's small enough that I can carry it in my purse, and it really helps with the itch, and it has like a cooling sensation, so it feels really good on the skin. So if you have any of those kind of problems, apparently I am highly allergic to something. I don't know what, but something. So good to know. This one I am obsessed with. This is the Bath & Body Works body wash in Vanilla Bean Noel. I could not spit that out. It smells like what the Yankee Candle in Christmas cookies, is that the name of it, or sugar cookies? It smells like what that should smell like. Sometimes those candles don't smell as good as they initially do. Like when you sniff them originally, they smell really strong, and then sometimes when you burn them, they don't smell like that. This smells like what it should smell like. I have one backup. I like sniffed it in the store one time and it was like $1.50 or something like that, so I got 2. And I wish I would have gotten like 100 because it smells so, so good. I love it. I don't even know if there's a way to get to them, but if there is, then I would recommend it. So next for skin-ish care is something that I got in an influencer box, and when I first tried it, I was like, ooh, I kind of like this, but I didn't want to, it was like near one of my, I think I got it in January, so it must have been before my January favorites, but I wasn't going to include it because I'd only used it like twice, and I was like, I don't even know if I really love it, like let me really try it out. This is but I've been trying, obviously. The moral of that story is I've had it for over a month now, and I've been using it regularly, and I still really like it. There's only one thing I don't like about it. It's the Gillette Venus Embrace Sensitive razor. I use, I don't use disposable razors. I use the kind that you replace the head. For me personally, I found that they're usually better quality that way. I could be totally wrong. So it has like this bigger brush head, razor head? I don't know. And it has like this like aloe strip on the top and bottom, so it's so smooth. I have really dry sensitive legs. Obviously I had that allergic reaction. And so I'm often really dry after I shave and irritated. So I usually stick to my xoxo, or there was one other one that I've tried, but usually the xoxo is the one that I purchase. So, you know, whenever they sent this to me, I was like, oh, cool, because, you know, even though I really like that one, like it gives me a very close shave, I could always find something more sensitive. This is fantastic. It feels really smooth. I like the grip. It's like this gel kind of thing, so it feels nice in your hand. The only thing that I don't like is actually something that's my fault, so take it with a grain of salt. It comes with this thing right here where you like suction it to the wall and then you stick this in there. But as you can see, this is still in the package. I never put it up because I don't know why, because I didn't. I wasn't really paying attention to what was in the package. So when I was using this, I was putting it on the ledge in my shower. So like all the little like aloe strip, it got all gooey and like attached to my ledge and came off of this. So even though it's still a close shave, I didn't have the benefit of the little aloe strip. So that's my fault. Like I didn't put the thing up, but I figure it's something good to know. Like you need to put it up like this or put it upside down, because if you're putting it down like that, it's gonna come off and it kind of defeats the purpose of it being so soothing on your skin. Anyways, I like it. I dig it. Okay, for one hair care, it's the Bumble and Bumble Preta powder. I really like it. I love the Batiste dry shampoo, but it honestly, like for me, if you watch my empties, it goes really quickly. I have one in the last empties I did, and usually I have one of my empties. So like I go through a bottle every 1 to 2 months. Now this I've been using pretty regularly and I'm right there. So I feel like this is gonna last me a good long time. So it might actually be worth repurchasing this, because each thing of Batiste is $6 to $7. This I want to say is like $20. So it's like 3 bottles to this. We'll see how long it lasts, but this actually might be a better deal. So, and you just like shake. I thought that you like squeeze it so it like poofs out, but it will only do that like one time and then it is over you. So you like actually shake into your hair. I'm a crazy person. Okay, so for makeup, finally, the first thing is the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer in Rich Bronze. I'm wearing it today. I don't know, the light kind of does something weird to my face, but I use the e.l.f. small stippling brush that I don't know where it is, but I'm not into like cream blush, even though I have some of them. But this cream bronzer really I love. I've been really concerned with my over application of blush and bronzer. Like I love blush and bronzer, but I overload on them all the time, like all the time. So I've been trying to be more gentle with my application, more conservative with my application. And this really helps because you're blending it in with your foundation, and then when you put powder on top of it, it's going to blend it in even more. So I really find that it looks more natural on my skin, and it is more subtle, I guess. And then for blush, again, like I was on that quest to find something that's going to be more subtle and not like everywhere, and I'm in love with the little brush Milani Luminoso. It is so good. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm trying a new blush, but this is so nice. I remember Leanne Says used to talk about it all the time, but I thought like it's way too light for me, it's not going to show up. No, it looks so beautiful and subtle. It's natural, but it gives you something extra. It does have like a sheen to it, not like glittery, but it does have a sheen, but it's a gorgeous sheen. Also in makeup is the Anastasia Dip Brow. I have mine in chocolate. I'm wearing it now. This brow is driving me crazy, but whatever. I've been using it a lot, and look, I like have barely used anything, and then I use the cap to wipe off the excess. I really, really, really like this. And then if you don't want to buy the, looking for like my makeup bag, the Anastasia brush, you can use the e.l.f. small angled brush. It's very, very good, and I want to say it's $3. Or you can use the Sephora Must Have Angled Liner number 90 brush. This one to me is super similar to the Anastasia one, and I really like it. This is what I use most often with the dip brow, so love that. And I want to say it's like $10. Did I already say that? I don't know. And then I found my small stipple brush. It just looks like that by e.l.f. and that is also $3. Next, sorry, I'm like putting stuff in my makeup bag. I'm about to go somewhere. The MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost. It is yellow. I have it on right now under my eyes. I put it on the bottom, which also has helped me with doing like that subtle bronzer. What I'll do is I either do it at the same time or at different times, but it ends up blending out well. I do highlight, so the light boost right here and then on the bottom, and then my the cream bronzer right there. And that way, like, you know, sometimes when you're doing your bronzer and it gets kind of like closer down your jawline, so it gets that like muddy look, this keeps it from, it like keeps it clean down here and lets me not go too overboard. So I've been loving that. The next is something that I used to love and then I totally ignored it, but it's the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. It's this big honker right here. This one is like $6. I'm only telling you because it's so cheap you need to get it. I think it's weird sometimes it seems like people are like either ashamed to tell the price of things or like feel weird about it, but like we have Google, we can find out. I don't know. Anyways, $6. This I use under my eyes, not every single day, because it does give you like a pretty strong white cast. Hello, I'm in a dust cloud. But it's really nice. It really helps set and keep your concealer, oh my god, from moving. That's what I use it on. I don't use it all over my face. I could, but I use it under my eyes. Okay, and then I only have a few things left. This little baby right here I'm obsessed with. It's the BH Cosmetics. I don't know what kind of brush it is. It's just the BH Cosmetics brush. You can't even tell because my skin is like the same color. And it has like this angled, it really reminds me of that one Wayne Goss brush that I totally want. Sorry, there's a nail on my wall, but I thought it was a bug for a second. I totally want the Wayne Goss brushes. I'm not spending that kind of money. I want them, not happening. But when I saw this at Urban Outfitters of all places for $8, I was like, oh yeah, let me get on that. And it's so soft. I use it for my foundation, so I'm sure you could use it for blush, contour, anything like that, but it's really been working for me for foundation. Okay, so I have only two more favorites and three non-favorites. So this is my planner. I got this at Target recently, last few months. I love it. I had a really big one that was like regular like folder size, and I do that often. Like I buy the really big ones, but then they get like too big to carry around with me. So this one I like because I can put it in my backpack or my purse, and it's big enough so that I feel like I can actually write in it, but it's small enough so that it's compact. I use it often, as you can tell. I make to-do lists and all that stuff, and it's really helpful, and I love that it's pink and cute. So that's a winner. And then another thing that I use every single day is this little bag, and it's really cute. It's Kate Spade. I got it for Christmas from my mom. Pink and red. It matches all my pink and red stuff. I have a pink purse and a pink backpack. I love this thing. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but for me it kind of is, because last semester I was constantly like transferring things out of my backpack, transferring things out of my purse, putting it into my backpack, like such a pain in my butt. So this semester I've had this, and I put my, and it's actually kind of a mess right now, but I put my, my debit card, my student ID, my cash. I have three lipsticks, a chapstick, contact drops, my ID, and then some receipts. Like all of that stuff in here. I sometimes put my inhaler in there because I'm very cool and I have asthma. Or just like anything else that I need on the day-to-day, and I don't have to think about it. I know that this goes from my purse to my backpack, and then from my backpack to my purse. And it's so bright, it's hard to miss. There's only one day where I messed up, and it's because I went to yoga and I left it in my yoga bag, and I got so mad. But thank God that I had my Starbucks card on my, like, a Starbucks app, and so I just ate Starbucks for lunch and I solved that problem. But yeah, I totally recommend if you're in school to have just like a little pouch, and it doesn't have to be Kate Spade. It could be some like, I've no problem with the tiny little makeup bags that Forever 21 has. They're really cute, so I would recommend those too. And just so that you can easily transfer, so totally recommend that. Now for my unfavorites. This is the Urban Decay Primer in Sin, the primer potion. Now the original, the anti-aging, those two are amazing. Love them, recommend them, holy grail. The Eden, the matte one, I really, really like it, but not as much as the first two. This one, it looks beautiful going on. It has that shimmer of the Sin eyeshadow, but it does not really last all that long. That's what it looks like. It just has a nice sheen to it. With anti-aging one and the original, I can wear my eyeshadow all day long and it not crease. With the Sin, when I get home, I see that like annoying little line starting to happen where there's like a gap on your crease where like the oils are, and so there's color above and below your crease but not on your crease, which really annoys me. So I don't recommend Sin. It is amazing that these little packets last so long though, so I'm trying to use it up anyway. The next thing that I don't like is the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. I keep trying to like it and not have to return it, but it's going back this weekend. I got it in chocolate. The reason why I wanted this is because the original brow gel she made all had a shimmer in them, which I think is so odd. I don't understand why you would want shimmery brows. Like, it is still beyond me. So this one is, I guess matte. It doesn't have any sheen in it. It's just the color. But it gets so messy on my brows. Like, I have to clean up after it, which seems like, what's the point of adding a step that's supposed to clean up your brows, but it makes them messy. I don't like it. I might get the clear brow gel, but I still can't justify spending that kind of money on a clear brow gel. And then my last unfavorite is something that I'm totally on the fence about, but it's an unfavorite because it definitely did not live up to the hype that I thought it would. And it's the Kevyn Aucoin The Sensual Skin Enhancer. I have it in xoxo. It is this tiny. It's $45 or $48. That's what it looks like. It's this tiny little pot. Now, it is full coverage. You could definitely like cover your entire face with a tiny dab and you're good to go. I have it on as a concealer today on my spots and scars. So for that, yes, it is definitely good, and it lives up to its to the hype of it being full coverage. However, I feel like a lot of the reviews that I watched, at least, and that I read, talked about it being like really good for people with like normal to oily skin, and that it stays all day long and it wears so well, and it's like you have perfect skin all day. So for me, I have really oily skin. I expected all of that from it. It did not do that. It did not wear well on my skin. It got cakey, but it kind of like, it felt like a mask on my skin. I did not like the way that it felt. And the first few hours, like, my skin looked really good, and I got a lot of compliments actually. And people were like, oh, like, what do you have on your skin? Because like, that's the kind of look I'm going for. So that was awesome. But around hour 5, which I always wear my makeup more than 5 hours, that's just me, it started, I could see like it breaking up around my nose, and it was just like kind of oily. So as a foundation, I don't like it, not for oily skin. I'm using it today for the first time as just a concealer, so we'll see how it works for that, but I don't know if I'm in love with the idea of a $48 concealer when I have my Becca Dual Coverage Concealer and my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. Those two are amazing. They'll last me so long, and why do I need another one? So really disappointed in that, and I think it's going back, but we'll see. I'll probably use it this weekend so I can give it one last chance. And then actually I do have one other non-favorite. It's the Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse Foundation. I already returned it. I did not like it. Again, it was advertised as a matte foundation. On me, it is not a matte foundation. It is definitely like a satin finish, and it got super oily during the day. It did not look good on my skin. Like on first application it was nice, but it did not wear well at all. Now I did try it on a client and it looked so good on her. Mind you, it was like when I first applied it, so I don't know how it wore on her either. But on me, I gave it a few chances and I just did not like it at all. Like, not at all. So I don't recommend that for oily skin either. So maybe if you have normal skin, then you'll like it. Anyway, so those are all of my favorites and non-favorites. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, or what else can you do? Subscribe or comment below. And yeah, have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye.